and a black African man and a white man, they both charge for the same thing. I'm just saying any case was a felony. But the black man has money and the white man doesn't. Who's going to get charged more? They both going to be charged, but the white man has a lawyer, so he can really drag it out. The white guy might be in jail for a long time. I don't. No, I agree with you. I'm just saying, I agree.
Yeah, I know.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying now I'm thinking about economically money now. It's not about your racism like color no more. That's
what I was trying to say earlier, that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that money trumps racism. Because, I mean, in terms of, like, the justice system or whatever. Because if you have more money, you can win a case. You can get away with murder, generally. What were you going to say, Ray Ray?
Oh, I don't even know now.
Sorry.
Y'all are saying now.
Sorry about that. Anyway, so basically I just wanted to talk about that and see what you guys thought. So next we're going to talk about gay marriage. We're going to talk about gay marriage. We're going to talk about gays in society and if gay people should have equality or whatever. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Inside your tiny mind and look a bit harder, 'cause we're so uninspired, so sick and tired of all the hatred you harbor. So you say it's not okay to be gay, well I think you're just evil. You're just some racist who can't tie my laces. Your point of view is medieval.
I'm happy to take your call, and you can join us in our discussion tonight. So the next thing I want to talk about is civil rights. We talked a lot about race, and so I want to switch it up a little bit and talk about gay rights and talk about if gay people should have equality or not, and if gay people should be able to get married or have federal recognition of marriage is the way I should put it, actually, because gay people can already get married in some states, and see why you guys think that gay people it's so difficult for people to give gay people equality. You think it's religion? Do you think it's the way people are raised or conditioned? What do you guys think? You're both unmuted now.
I mean, now, okay, I think in a lot of ways, okay, America was founded because of religion. I mean, before it was just sending, criminals to America in the 1600s. But when people started coming in big groups, it was because of religion. So
it was because let me just say, it was because of their desire to escape religious persecution, not because they were so religious necessarily, although they were. But go ahead.
but you know where I'm coming from.
Yes,
I
do.
And I think it is about religion too, but I honestly say that America is, like you said earlier, it's one of the amendments is freedom. Freedom being it's freedom. It's a free country. So honestly, why can't you be free and be yourself and be who you are? That's what we fought for, right? So why can't we be who we are? I mean, I know I'm a Republican, but still stand. I am gay. And I'm going to love me for me. And I want everyone else to because we're not in 1950 or 1960. And in that era, you know what happened in that era to gay people anywhere, all around America. So we're not in that era anymore. So why should we go through we should be free now. We should go and do what we want to do. And being married is not because we're gay and expressing our love. It's not all about that. It's about, too, is economic reasons. And
of course,
being with your mate. I mean, everyone else says it's not, but it is, because if you're married to someone and your lover, your partner is hurt in the hospital and he has no will, but he has family, and you're not married to him, his family has say-so. But if you're married to him, you have say-so for what he wants.
You have the first. Yeah, exactly. You're first in line. You're right. And what do you think about that, Ray Ray? What do you think about this?
Well, being that I'm from the South, you understand that the whole gay thing is huge controversy here.
I know. I live in the South.
We are the Bible Belt of the country. However, this is how I view it. Am I gay? No. But am I going to be, you line up 5 men in front of me. I'm probably only going to be attracted to maybe 1 or 2. Can I help that? No, I can't. I can't help that I'm attracted to one man over another and I find another one repulsive. I think it's the same thing with gay people. I think that who you find attractive is who you find attractive. You can't help it. It's just something in you that says this person is attractive. And, I halfway grew up with an uncle who was gay, and I watched him literally every single day. I was at his house, and I watched him every single solitary day die from AIDS. And it was not somebody that was flamboyant. You would have never known he was gay. Not saying that somebody who's flamboyant is bad, but I'm just saying, he probably suppressed a lot of it because where we live.
Of course. Well, that's part of it, of course.
But, I knew him. I knew what type of person he was, and I knew that he was just a really, really good person. And as a kid, to watch him literally every day die, and literally the night that he died, like I was at his house every single solitary night. And the night that he died, I decided to spend the night over at a family member's house. Just random. I was normally at his house every night. And that one particular night, I decided to spend the night at another family member's house, and that's the night that he died. And, and I was so close to him and I know that he was such a good person, I can't see how people think that gay people are evil and all this other bullshit, because I'm like, I've got this very close family member who is gay, and you can't tell me he was evil. He was one of the best people I ever knew.
That's what I want to say, is that I think people who do have a problem with gay people, that most of the time they themselves are acting upon what they've been conditioned to believe by their religion or by their environment, for example, in the South or whatever, Bible Belt, whatever, or wherever they've been told whatever. And once they, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times someone who's actually got a logical brain and not just a complete moron, once they begin to know gay people and actually understand gay people as being just like they are, there's no difference. They want the same things. They want love. They want companionship. They want family. They want a good career, health, whatever. Once they begin to realize and know gay people as they are, and not just as they've been painted in society as being these heathens and these horrible people, well, then they begin to change their mind. And that's what's happening, partially anyway, in this country. One part of it is that, we as gay people do not have to worry so much about the future because the younger generation is coming up and they don't give a shit about gay people being gay. They don't because they're open-minded.
And that's true.
Yeah, and the good thing is society. That's okay. I was going to say that the good thing about that is that society is changing, and so eventually all these old people who are just hate gay people because they've been told in their religion, whatever, and all the bullshit they've been handed down will die out, and eventually people, Generation X and Y and millennials, whatever, will come up, and it won't fucking matter anymore. Go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I was agreeing because, okay, I told you my mom was West Indies, and by her being half West Indies, she had that mentality because she was older. So when I told my parents I was gay, I was like, I would say on my 17th birthday, I told both of my parents. And I'm like, my dad was born in 1939, so he had me in his 40s. Yeah. And I was 17, so he was like, my dad was 62, I think. And my mom was about 40-something, like 48, 49. So having both parents older, my dad was raised like in a 50s. My dad had an old mentality. So when I came out, he didn't say, "Oh, I love you still." His words was, "Pack your bags and leave." And my mom just said, "Leave too." Right. And I never forget the words she said out of her mouth to me was, I called her one day. I left her. I moved out, and I was chinking. They didn't care where I was at. They did not talk to me. But one day I felt like calling because I really miss my parents. I was like 18. Life is hard out in the street. Yeah. And knowing that, I called my mom, and she said, "Oh, you're going to die of AIDS because you're gay." And that was a hurtless thing to say to a child and to your own child. But at the same time,
that's bad.
But I mean, we got over it. We're mending the past and let the past go. But what I'm trying to go up and say is, it's hard to be gay because if you're out and you're out to people, you get more ridicule, sometimes by your own family. And a lot of young gay people like you're saying, don't understand, don't care about gay rights. But at the same time, we had to fight. Like you, me, whoever, we had to fight. Because 10 years ago, it wasn't known to see a gay guy wearing a pocketbook going to school. We was teased and bullied going to school 10 years ago, okay? And I see a lot. I used to work city years, like we're in high school, things like that, and I still mentor kids, and I see a lot of gay guys out in public schools, at school, walking with heels, girl clothes on, freely, without being teased going to school. And I'm like, when we was growing up 10, 15, 20 years ago going to school, you would be teased even just walking like a girl.
Exactly. And that's exhibited. That's exactly right. That's exhibiting the fact that times are changing. And my dad, for example, and by the way, anybody interested in knowing my story about my dad finding out I was gay, I told him I was gay because I hadn't talked to him in many years, about 3 years ago. You can listen to the show in my archives called Sins of the Father, where I tell you exactly what happened when I told my dad I was gay and read the letters between us and everything. It's a very kind of deep show. But if you're interested in knowing what happened with that, you should. But basically, he did tell me that I was basically a demon and going to hell and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, what the fuck ever, fuck you, goodbye. I didn't really care because he wasn't really part of my life anyway. I never really wanted him to be. But I do want to say this, though. People like that, who feel that way, and really use the religion as a weapon really bothers me. And I say this all the time in my show, because he's supposed to be a Christian, and Christians are supposed to be all about acceptance, love, and charity, and all those sorts